Hello everybody, and welcome back to some SkyT. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode we made our way through all of the Vade Tech stuff, got all of that ready to go, and we are now ready to move on. But before we can get into our Draconic Evolution stuff, we've got to make our way through blood magic. Now, there's a couple different ways we can go about doing this. This is one of those mods that I like. I just don't use it a lot. So it's going to be some trial and error. We're going to mess with some stuff. We're going to try some stuff. I don't know what all we're going to do just yet. So, but as we have gone through this, blood magic, we've made our way to the tier 3 altar. We've got a bunch of other stuff that we need to do as far as getting back to our tier 1 stuff. So, we need to make us some arcane ashes. These guys aren't that bad to do. It's just coal, redstone, gunpowder, and white dye. This is going to be one of those things that we're going to try to automate later. We'll get into that later. So, redstone. We need our blood orb. Let's put that up for now. We'll get into that later. So redstone, coal. We need some white dye. And gunpowder. Don't tell me we're getting filled up over there. So, alchemy table, those 4. We don't have enough blood in there. We'll just go ahead and do it this way. We're going to take care of that today. That's got enough. And, boom, there we go. Arcane Ash is now complete. So, water sigil. Basically, we need to make water reagent. We're going to need to do all this stuff. Basically, it just all works the exact same way as what we just did. For the water sigil, we need the water reagent. We need 2 buckets of water and sugar. We're going to do one of these together, and the rest of them I'm not going to worry myself about too much because we don't have... We're that's not what I wanted. We don't have a whole lot to do as far as blood magic goes now. So that, and then I needed some sugar. As soon as I craft that, it's going to go away. So these guys in here. There we go. We get our buckets back. And then I need some stone because I have used up all of my runes, I do believe. Let's craft up 100 stones. We're going to need them today as it is. Yeah, we've got imbued slates. So, yeah, I don't have what I need. All right, so let me get a few blank slates and we'll go on about business. Alright, so basically how this works, we right-click the ground with the arcane ash, smack it with the reagent, smack it with the slate, whichever slate that it takes, and we get our sigil. This allows us, if we have any blood in our network, and then even if we don't, I believe it'll just hurt us if we do it, we can use it to get water. I don't know how much blood we have, and I don't know how much it actually uses to do that. Let's see. Blood magic, it's not going to be there. Our sanguine scientium. And if we look It's divination sigil. Water sigil drains 100 LP from your soul network. So, yeah, that's what it takes to do that. All right, so, and we've got, we can't look right now because we haven't made that sigil. So, that's what I'm going to do for a minute, is I'm going to work on crafting up these guys. Divination sigil, we just need redstone and a blank slate. And then the lava sigil, I goofed, I went away from that. The lava sigil is the lava reagent, which is easy enough. We'll throw that up there, and we'll get on about our business. Alright, so with the divination sigil, we can hold it and right-click it. It'll tell us how much LP we have in our, basically in our blood orb. And you can right-click the altar with it. It'll tell you how much essence is in it, which this one is dry. So we've got that ready to go. Alright, so next up on our list is going to be, that's not what I wanted, is our Dagger of Sacrifice. This guy here, we can kill anything within a 2-block radius of the altar, and it is not going to craft the stick that we need. It's what happens when you have everything running. So there we go. Now we should be able to do this. So that guy, we can just throw him in the altar. But if we kill anything within a 2-block radius of the altar, then it will allow us to do that instead of us using our LP or us standing here like this and doing it. So what I think I'm going to do right quick is I'm going to set us up a quick, easy little mob farm right here using all of this stuff, and we will go from there. All right, so we are all set up. If we come up here and look, we have moved our mob duplicator over here. I've got just zombies in here. Well, actually, it's a zombie villager. It just happened to be the first one that come up. And just as a way of, I don't want it to be anything that we have to deal with, like creepers blowing up or anything like that. So that is what we're doing with. So that is set up. Actually, we can go ahead and turn it on. We don't I took the speed upgrade out of it, so it shouldn't spawn a ton of them at a time. So we're ready to go there with that, and we can move on about our business. So we've got a way of doing that, and for the moment, we will... So these guys are burning up with this. So these guys are one hit as long as they are close enough to the altar. And we're good to go. So, I'm going, like I said, I'm going to spend some time. We'll speed this up a little bit. And we'll get a bunch of blood in our network and be good to go. I've got to do some other work with this. That's a lot of zombies. I need to get us a way of getting in and out of here. Alright, so next up on our list, we can get rid of, or complete these quests. Get these marked off the board. That's eggs. We don't necessarily need that. So we've got some runes that we need to make. And we need to make the Apprentice Blood Orb, which is a redstone block. We also can make the Rune of Sacrifice. This rune gives us more blood per kill that we do here. So that's going to help us out some. So that is one that we need to do. We've also got to make the Rune of Self-Sacrifice. We get more blood for hurting ourselves. That's not going to do us any good right now. We've got Speed Altar, or Speed Rune, which we don't necessarily need to worry about right now. And then once we get through that, we need to come down here to our tier 3 runes, and we need several of these runes of capacity. Because in order to get our next tier blood orb, to get into that, we need 25,000 LP, and this only holds 10,000 LP. So, I am going to work on, like I said, we're going to get let's get a redstone block. And we'll get that going, and then I need to figure out a way of being able to turn this off and on without having to worry about turning it off and on. Alright, so we are back. I am ready to get our next tier of blood orb going. We've got to get any further with this, and we'll go over everything. That's going to take everything that it's got. Beautiful. We've got that. And we've got it bound to us, and we'll go over everything. So I've got all of our sigils. We've got the sigil of the Green Grove. When it's activated, it will bone meal crops every so often. We have the lava sigil, which works just like the water sigil, except with lava. We have the armor, or the sigil of the fast miner, which helps with mining. We've got the sigil of, or the void sigil, which voids items. We've got the Seer Sigil, which is a upgrade to our Divination Sigil, which we can now look at our altar and see what it's got in it, what tier it is, and everything else, which we'll hold on to that one. We've got the Air Sigil, which gives us a little bit of a boost with flying. It's decent early game way of getting flight. We've got displacement runes. We may wind up using some of these to store some blood eventually once we get through all this. Rune of sacrifice, rune of speed, that's all the stuff that we don't need. And now we're ready to get on with the next bit of crafting, which is I need to get rid of that. We need that. And I'm working on the next set of sigils, which is the blood lamp, which gives us light. Sigil of holding allows us to hold 5 sigils at once, and we can cycle through them. And magnetism, which is, of course, a magnet. So that is what I am doing right now. All right, all 3 of those are now made. So our next bit of business is going to be to complete some quests here. If nothing else, just to get us some runes. Looks like we can get a few slates, which is always nice. Beautiful. Now, we could stop right here if we wanted to. We are at the point of making the living armor. So we need the binding reagent, which this is easy enough. This requires 1,000 LP to do. Unfortunately, we've only can hold... I don't even know how much we can hold in this now. So let us figure that out. Magician's Blood Orb. Don't think it shows us. It does not. We've got 17,000 in it, so that means we could make 17 bracelets. So let's do some mathing. Actually, if we just read our Santium, this one will hold 150k LP. So that'll give us 150. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, so we are back. So I've got our alchemy table automated. Basically, you can just put a pattern provider up here, and as long as it's not crafting a whole bunch of stuff at once or more than like 64 of an item, it will work just fine. And then there's a pipe underneath it to output it right back into this. I tried everything I could to get the living armor training bracelets automated. I've done everything I could think of, from using the click machine to using modular routers, which I don't know a ton about, but I done what I could, and I could get it to work every once in a while, but I couldn't get it to be consistent. So we are going to do this another way. Now there's supposedly, let's get a binding reagent, and we need a diamond. Supposedly there's a way we can time in a bottle this and get everything that we need for this. Or not everything, but get a whole bunch of stuff. So that is what we are going to attempt to do right quick. Let's grab us a barrel, a netherite barrel, and let's grab us one of these here advanced item collectors. I don't think this one's got anything in it. No, it doesn't. We may have to do this a couple times to get it figured out. But at least we can do this, and I won't have to worry about automating this. Like I said, I've tried everything that I could. So we can do that. We can do that. Let's get our time in a bottle down here. And I was told that if we... Oh, it did. So we don't... Well, I mean, we're going to need a ton of these, but we're not going to need a ton of these. Because each one of these will make 4 cores. And all the cores are... It's 1-to-1. So we can do this a few times and should be good for at least for now. Alright, so this actually works a lot better if we time in a bottle this before we do it and then put the last bit in there, and we get a ton of them. So we are up to about 300 of them, and I think that's all the... Oh, I got one more. Let's go ahead and do it, and then we will be done with this for a while now. That guy, time in a bottle it. And beautiful, there we go. We still leave this set up to take care of anything else that we need to take care of. And while we're messing with our binding reagent, let's go away from that, because I don't want this stuff to be sucked up, because we got a complete quest. We might as well go ahead and take care of all of our different armor. So there is that. Oh, I hope that didn't screw that up. Whew. There is that guy. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Because that's not, I'm guessing, supposed to happen. So let's do that. We'll do this one over here. And pants and our leggings, and we'll let these finish up. So I'm guessing that's something that is not supposed to happen. But we're going to use it to our advantage, at least for that. I don't necessarily like doing that, but at the same time, I wish there was a way we could do this without that. So we are on our way now of making our next bit of business, which I don't know if we can do this yet. Where is our blood orb? Is over yonder here. So this guy, so now we should be able to actually craft this thing. Beautiful alchemical reaction chamber. This guy we can use for lots of different things. I'm trying to think of the main thing that we're going to be using it for. I just seen it. Our tau fruit, our saturated tau fruit, gives us our weak blood shard, which is what we need in order to get into the next bit of business. That's going to need 350 wheel. We're going to have to get a bigger one before we can do all of that. But at least for now, we've got this guy ready to go. So I think with that, that's kind of where we're going to leave it. To get any further into anything, it's a lot more, well, not a lot more work, but a lot more than what we're going to be able to do in this video. It's going to be getting together to go to our blood magic dungeons so we can get our tau fruit, our saturated tau fruit. We've got a lot of stuff that we need to do getting our next tier altar upgraded, but as far as what I wanted to do today, we got it squared away. So this stuff can go up for now. I think we're good to go. That can go up. That can go up. That can go up. We're good to go. All right, so quest-wise, we've got quest to complete. 1. Click machine, that's going to give us another one, and our modular router, that's going to give us some more modules. Equipment, we've got the living armor stuffs. Beautiful, that's taken care of. And transfer, we made the advanced item collector, or yeah, the advanced that just give us a basic one. And so we are good to go there. So, a little bit shorter of an episode, which is nice after we had the great big long one, but we are ready to get into Draconic Evolution, which is where I wanted to get. So, with that, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!